and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. Government holds talks with banned Maoist outfit. Parleys to continue today. Agitating faction of NCP takes action against 7 leaders, Subhas Nemang among those facing party action. Number of daily cases of COVID-19 infection rises marginally. Active cases also up in the country. Myanmar sees worst violence since the coup. 38 protesters killed in a single day. And Barca beats Sevilla in extra time to overturn first leg deficit. Manchester United held to a goalless draw at Crystal Palace. And now the news in detail. The government has held 2 rounds of talks with the banned Maoist outfit led by Netra Bikram Chand in a single day. The 2 sides held talks at the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar yesterday morning and in the evening as well. Both sides presented their agendas during the meeting. Home Minister Ram Bahadur Thapa and Prime Minister's Foreign Advisor Rajan Bhattrai had represented the government during the meeting. Meanwhile, the outlawed party had picked its spokesperson Kharga Bahadur Biswakarma and Central Committee member Uday Chalaune for the talks. Government talks team member Rajiv Bhattrai informed that the 2 sides have reached closer to understanding. He said that the talks are likely to bring positive outcomes soon. The meeting will continue today as well. The agitating faction of Nepal Communist Party has prosecuted 7 of its leaders yesterday. The Central Committee meeting of the agitating faction held yesterday at Paristana decided to prosecute Subhas Nemang, Mahesh Basnet and 5 other leaders. Bishal Bhattrai, Shanta Chaudhary, Surya Thapa, Prabhu Shah and Karna Bahadur Thapa were prosecuted on the grounds of going against the party statute. The meeting also demanded the resignation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli yet again, criticizing Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli for refusing to resign immediately after the Supreme Court's decision. The meeting demanded his immediate resignation on the basis of constitutional ethics. The meeting concluded that Prime Minister Oli's statement that there was a security threat against him was irresponsible, and the meeting instead called it a conspiracy theory. 5 former chief election commissioners have urged the Election Commission to resolve the dispute of the ruling Nepal Communist Party as soon as possible. Issuing a statement yesterday, the 5 former Election Commission chiefs urged the Commission to resolve the dispute as soon as it is a matter of national concern. In the statement, they said that the delay in resolving the issue not only extends political deadlock but also raises questions regarding the efficiency of the Commission. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 87 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 274,381, while the number of active cases has increased to 998 from the overnight tally of 974. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 270,605 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Death toll from coronavirus climbed to 2,778 following the death of 1 patient yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 48 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 29.45 million confirmed cases, followed by India with over 11.15 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 115.74 million people across the world and claimed 2.57 million lives. And now the news from the economic front. Gold and silver traders have demanded the government to immediately increase the supply of raw gold in the market. The delegation, led by Manik Ratna Shakya, president of the Federation of Nepalese Gold and Silver Merchants, met Dinesh Bhattrai, Commerce and Supplies Secretary at the Ministry of Industry, Commerce and Supplies, and demanded an immediate increase in quotas. Secretary Bhattrai expressed commitment to take initiative to alleviate the shortage in the market by increasing the quota. He admitted that there was shortage of gold in the market due to shortage of supply. Secretary Bhattrai also said that the government was aware of the possibility of illegal trade flourishing due to ineffective supply system. Lately, 10 kg of gold had been imported on a daily basis. Before the pandemic, 20 kg of gold used to be imported daily in normal time and 25 kg daily during the time of ceremonies and weddings. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. At least 38 people were killed in Myanmar yesterday in what the UN describes as the bloodiest day since the coup took place a month ago. According to the BBC, UN envoy to Myanmar, Christine Schrastner Bergner, said there was shocking footage coming out of the country. Witnesses said security forces opened fire with rubber and live bullets. Mass protests and acts of civil disobedience have been seen across Myanmar since the military seized power on 1st of February, BBC further reported. Protesters have been calling for an end to military rule and the release of the country's elected government leaders, including Aung San Suu Kyi, who were overthrown and detained in the coup. The coup and the violent suppression of protests that followed have led to international condemnation, which Myanmar's military has so far ignored. The latest violence comes a day after Myanmar's neighbors urged the military to exercise restraint. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Barcelona overturned a 2-goal first leg deficit as they beat 10-man Sevilla 3-0 after extra time in a Copa del Rey semi-final full of drama and incident. Martin Braithwaite got the decisive goal, a diving header early on in the additional 30 minutes, according to the BBC. Ousmane Dembele had opened the scoring for Barca, who lost the first leg 2-0. Lucas Ocampos missed a penalty for Sevilla, who then had Fernando sent off just before Gerard Piqué dramatically levelled the tie at 2-2 in added time. In England, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says his Manchester United side need to find their spark again after they were held at Crystal Palace, a third goalless draw in a row for the visitors. The result means Manchester United are 14 points behind leaders Manchester City, with the two sides meeting on Sunday. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Government holds talks with banned Maoist outfits. Parleys to continue today. Agitating faction of NCP takes action against 7 leaders. Subhas Nemang among those facing party action. Number of daily cases of COVID-19 infection rises marginally. Active cases also up in the country. Myanmar sees worst violence since coup, 38 protesters killed in a single day. And Barca beat Sevilla in extra time to overturn first leg deficit. Manchester United held to a goalless draw at Crystal Palace. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.